Hello everybody, welcome to Boxing Science. In this video, we're going to be covering the top 10 Paloff press variations for boxing. Now, Paloff press is a useful exercise to increase rotational strength and stability, as well as activating and strengthening the oblique muscles. These are really important for rotational power and combination punching in boxing. I'm going to be taking you through some variations to increase oblique activation and to really challenge that rotational strength and stability. So start off with just a Paloff press using the bands. I'll go through the key coaching points. We're going to grab the band, we're going to have it around the hand, so the furthest one away from the anchor point. The reason why, if we go here on the inside of the hand there, this will increase pec activation and this will overtake like kind of them strength demands from the obliques. We want to go from outside the hand to activate the obliques and to also get a little bit more bang for your buck because it's going to work this posterior shoulder here. As well, we want the band on line with the anchor point. We're not wanting to go forward, wanting to be on line to increase the activation of obliques. We step out, we've got enough kind of tension on the band, slight squat in, belly button tucked in, we're pressing from the sternum, pulling back nice and controlled, keeping it in line with the center of sternum as well, not going too high, shrugging the shoulders, keeping shoulders blades back and down. We're pressing out in that fashion. Okay, so we're going to go for kneeling variation. This takes the lower body away, which will increase the stimulus on the obliques. So we're going to go from kneeling position, band around the hand, around the back of the hand again, shoulders back and down. We're pressing out. Exactly the same technique as we did for the standing Paloff press, but what you've got to be wary of is any kind of rotation or side bending, because like I say, it's going to increase the demand on the obliques there, taking the stability away from the lower body. What you don't want to do is sit back into it too much. We want to get them hips in and under, squeezing the glutes as the main stabilizer, and pressing out like so. So we've got the med ball Paloff isometric holds. Now these are fantastic for a range of different reasons. One, really activates the obliques. Two, it's isometric strength, so it's really and truly overloading that rotational strength in a max effort. And also it can transfer into boxing for the effective mass and increasing that snap at the end range of the punch. We're going to be aiming for 3-second holds. We can do anything between 3 and 5 repetitions each side. We're going to grab the ball against the wall on level with the shoulder and the sternum, shoulders back and down, and slight squat position, and we're driving into the wall. 3, 2, 1. Maintaining that neutral position, acting like you're rotating into the wall. Again, you want to be going for max effort, and you should really start feeling that in the oblique closest to the wall. So we've got Paloff press walks. As we step away from the bands, it's increasing that tension. Of course, that's going to be harder on the obliques. But as we step in, it's actually increasing glute activation and glute med activation, which is obviously important for creating a strong base for rotational stability and rotational power. So really useful tool. Just little steps as we go. 4 steps out, then 4 steps back. And it's really important that you keep them hands on line with the sternum all the way through the movement. So on this one, we're going from a split stance position, which will create less stability from the lower body, which will increase oblique activation. We'll challenge the glute med to be stable, because all what my hip and knees wanting to do is turn back in towards the anchor point. So I'm really having to sit in, use that glute med, and this is really important for when we're combination punching, like for strong base, for rotational power. So we're getting to that split stance, most of the weight coming on this front foot, onto the heel, sit into it slightly, we're pressing out, again, going straight from the sternum, and making sure them glute med and oblique are engaged all the way through the movement. Next one, Paloff perturbations. We're going to be adding a weight to the band, so increasing the weight of the bands here. And also, you're going to change your grip from outside the hand to inside the hand, just to create a little bit more stability. The chaotic demands, the end range, will increase activation of the obliques, having to switch on and off. So this will increase that kind of rotational strength and proprioception of the obliques. Shoulders back and down, punching it out to challenge that stability at the end range. So try and create as much chaotic movement as possible from the plates. So there, shoulders back and down, press, and then hold. Press, stabilize, and you're going to go for about 6 to 8 reps on each side of that one. This is a heavy banded Paloff hold where we're creating a lot of isometric tension at the end range. Grab the band, it's outside the hand. We're stepping out, pressing 3, 2, 1, and then back, okay? So it'll be pretty hard for us to stay at that end range all the time and do the reps, and the technique might falter. So you have a little rest, reset, step in, 3, 2, 1. Increase that tension, increase activation of obliques, and also get the obliques a lot stronger. So we're going for a Paloff press from a split jerk. So the split jerk helps us relax, boom, and switch on. And this is similar to boxing. We're nice and relaxed, then suddenly we need the glute medius, we need the core really switching on in a quick and fast and explosive action in a blink of an eye. So this really transfers the strength and stability gained from a normal Paloff press into a faster, more dynamic movement. So we're starting off in a bilateral stance, slight squat, shoulders back and down. We go with a split stance, the furthest foot away from the anchor point, dropping, and we're holding in that position. Core engaged, glutes engaged to create that stability. Step back in, repeat 8 reps each side. Paloff chaotic holds with a partner. Chaotic is the same as the Paloff perturbations, creating a bit of proprioception work for obliques, which will increase muscular activation. So the partner is basically going to try and move me off the center of the line. So let's get it to me, Tommy. Yeah. So I'm creating that stability there, trying to keep my hands in the center, whereas the coach is trying to pull me in all different directions. I can really feel that oblique really firing on there. And I'd probably do somewhere between 15 and 20 seconds on each side on that one. That brings us to the end of the video. 10 different Paloff press variations for boxing. If you've got any questions, leave them in the comment box below. If you're wanting to grab your hands on some boxing science bands, the link is in the description. Yeah, use these exercises all in different phases. I'd use one of these exercises in every single workout because rotational strength and stability is so important for successful boxing performance. And you'd use this in different phases as well. So some of the lighter, more explosive actions are towards a fight, whereas like the heavy variations more in the early stages of camp. Okay guys, like I said, any questions, leave them in the comment box below. Hopefully see you on the next video.